When I started at 15, information was scattered. You learned through expensive trial and error, or you worked for someone who'd already paid that price. Today we have books, communities like Southwest Mushrooms Academy on School, YouTube channels with detailed video instruction, and now ecological intelligence assistants that can answer cultivation questions in real time. But here's the thing people don't realize. Mushrooms paved the way for all life on Earth. Fungi aren't just interesting organisms, they're fundamental to planetary ecology. They break down nutrients and feed them to plants, enabling higher levels of nutrition. They breathe in oxygen and exhale CO2, which plants need. They can clean up toxic waste, break down oils, decompose plastics. Without mushrooms, we'd be overrun with waste, and there would be no life on Earth. We share more DNA with fungi than we do with plants. Mushrooms are more closely related to animals than to plants. That's not trivia, that's profound. It means studying fungi gives us insights into our own biology, our own evolution, our own potential. And the compounds they produce? Incredible. Lion's mane produces hericenones and erinacines, which stimulate nerve growth factor in the brain. This helps people recover from traumatic brain injuries, supports cognitive function, and potentially addresses Alzheimer's and dementia. Oyster mushrooms produce lovastatin, which naturally reduces blood pressure and lowers cholesterol. Reishi produces compounds used in chemotherapy and cancer treatments. Shiitake produces lentinan, a polysaccharide you can only get from that species. Each mushroom has been assigned, by nature, a specific job in decomposition. Certain mushrooms grow off certain kinds of trees. It's almost like nature has given each mushroom a unique purpose, what it breaks down, what compounds it produces, what ecological niche it fills. This is why I went from cultivation to genetics to ecological intelligence. Because mushrooms aren't just a crop, they're a technology. They're chemical factories, environmental remediation systems, pharmaceutical production facilities, and food sources all in one. Understanding them, improving them, and scaling them isn't just agriculture, it's biotechnology with applications across medicine, environmental science, and human health. I've read a lot of cultivation books. Many are academic, technically correct, but disconnected from practical reality. Others are enthusiast level, great for hobbyists, but lacking the depth needed for serious production. This book is different because it represents both worlds. There's the cultivation expertise, nearly 20 years of hands-on experience, thousands of grows, every mistake documented and learned from. The protocols in this book took Southwest Mushrooms from bedroom hobby to state's largest cultivator. Then there's the systems thinking. Building Crow Mycology LLC taught me to see cultivation as interconnected systems. Genetics, substrate, environment, contamination management, scaling economics. Everything affects everything else. The data-driven approach. Building ecological intelligence systems taught me to think in metrics, patterns, and optimization. Every protocol in this book is backed by data, tested at scale, and refined through systematic iteration. And then there's the pharmaceutical perspective. Working on pharmaceutical applications showed me that cultivation techniques directly impact compound production. Growing for gourmet market versus medicinal compounds requires different approaches, and this book covers both. Who this book is for. If you're a hobbyist, this book will take you from beginner to advanced cultivator. You'll understand not just to grow mushrooms, but each step matters. If you're going commercial, this book contains the scaling systems that took Southwest Mushrooms from countertop to commercial production. The contamination management systems, the quality control protocols, the economic calculations that determine profitability. If you're interested in medicinal cultivation, this book explains the connections between cultivation parameters and compound production, why temperature affects potency, how substrate formulation impacts medicinal value,